route sadly come to an end. We're on the way to the Bolivian border. We just stopped off to my beautiful scenery that is Lake Titicaca. Yeah, no words needed.
So we're in La Paz at the minute. First things first. Where are we going today?
Pub.
We are going to the pub. We found an English pub.
The pub.
So we're going to go there tonight. But first, where are we going today?
Another pub.
We made it! Welcome to Death Road!
I've been waiting for this since Top Gear came and did it. But they did it in cars, they cheated.
Sheer drops.
You have to ride over boulders
and you drive on the left on this road, not on the right, which is where you would normally drive on Bolivia, because when you're overtaking, you overtake on the mountainside, but
that forces you to ride on the cliffside.
So going down Death Road, it means you're on the cliffside. Hey Dad!
Shout out to Gary.
I'm
still alive.
Sorry.
Honestly, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Apart from the sheer drops.
I can imagine when it was
I can't imagine trucks coming up and down this road. This is crazy.
No, but can you imagine two-way traffic on some of this?
Two-way traffic, it's like impossible. Oh my god, there's so many little butterflies. We're proper in the jungle now, like it's very...
Foliage.
Yeah. This is so cool though. Happy?
I like it. This is where I belong, in the jungle. Build animals. I know it's heavy, right?
Hang on.
No?
I've got no chance. Can you help me?
Now you know what I have to deal with.
Let's go! Woo! Let's go!
So we came to, what's the place called?
Sala de Uni.
This is the part of the whole trip that I've been looking forward to the most. Machu Picchu was fantastic, but this was the one that I wanted to do. We were looking at tours and stuff. $200 gets you the whole works, the shebang, wasn't it? Each.
Yeah.
But if you have that, you can just do it anyway. So we rode literally from all the way over there, which is probably about 3 or 4 miles out, I think. And then you get to a certain part and it turns to like a small layer of water.
Which means everything reflects off it 'cause it's like a level.
It's like a mirror, isn't it?
It's
It's
a
so
mirror,
cool.
yeah, it's really cool.
But like the views, there's so many people out here actually at the minute.
There are 3 cars left.
3. We're counting down. Go
and
away.
and then we'll be the only ones here.
We have the salt flats all to ourselves. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting for that little last bit of sun to disappear.
And then hopefully we can see some stars.
Yeah.
But the
Cold.
views, yeah, it's very cold. Yeah, this is pretty incredible.
Green. Can you guess where we are? Ta-da!
We're here on the salt flat,
Again.
middle of the desert.
Day 2.
Day 2.
Day 2. So we were stood taking our pictures as you do, under the impression that it was a prehistoric lake, it was all dried up and yada yada yada. And then I've lost it again. I was there. So I was stood literally pretty much right by this. There was a hole, but it's literally like not very thick, and then this. And we dropped the bike lock, which is quite long, about 1 meter, down lengthways, and it didn't hit the bottom of anything, so I'm not quite sure how deep this random hole with water in the middle, like land is all the way over there. So we'll have to look into that and see how deep.
We've just ridden on here on a motorbike.
But there's cars, look, like cars just racing along it. Like, mind blown.
Completely mind blown. Decided to go and see a tree cemetery. Only purely because it's something to do. We also really need to get the bike washed because, as you can see, it is gross with all the salt from yesterday's adventure. So it's kind of a cool place though. Choo-choo. Yay, bike love.
So with the mad rush of trying to do this trip, we didn't film anything. We're travelling to Laguna, Colorado, which is pretty much 5 hours of off-road treachery, and as you can see, we're stuck. Oh, I've got to try and climb this. Well, first I've got to try and get out of this. There goes nothing. Take one. so much weight on this bike.
I think we're camping tonight.
Morning. So we left off yesterday with, we were on a last minute route to Laguna, Colorado, right?
Yeah, it's a laguna, is what they call a laguna route. And this is very south of Bolivia.
Right. So as you can see, there's a tent. The road no longer became a road very quickly. I mean, none of it was really ever a road. It was all dirt path, but it was pretty much sand, and there's a lot of weight on the bike. So, I mean, it's pretty like sandy, so it's hard to navigate. And it got to, what time was it really when we gave up?
About 10 o'clock.
We pushed on as long as we physically could, but I mean, Rhiannon was walking pretty much alongside the bike because it was just sinking in the sand, so it was impossible to ride with both of us on it. I was like riding but walking at the same time, and it's done my leg in a bit.
Kept me warm, but...
Yeah, kept me warm. So we decided to just head off the track, and we jumped into the middle of this. Just this.
I'm hoping there was no pumas and nasty animals.
So this is where we camped. It got -10. Yeah, -10. So
it said on your phone.
yeah.
Oh.
So the condensation on the inside of the tent
It was frozen.
was ice. And then the water that we had, well, you can probably still see it's I mean, it's a free refrigerator, so we're just waking up to some. Luckily, before this trip, I did insist that we purchased a tent, sleeping bags, and a gas stove,
I'm so glad.
which saved our asses, because if we didn't have this,
We'd have probably
died.
yeah.
People did say when we looked into this briefly that it was difficult and you should use 4x4, but people have done it by bike before.
So we knew it was going to be difficult, but
So we didn't just dive into it not knowing anything.
that's why we did buy camping equipment, just as a precaution, not intending to use it.
On the first outing. No. So yeah, it's very difficult terrain. There's no roads. It's pretty much just dirt paths, sandy paths. And we're not sure if the rest of the journey is like that, so it's 46 or 47 miles left. Hopefully the road changes and it gets at least rideable.
We wished upon a few shooting stars, didn't we, for the road?
Yeah, we did. But I mean, as cold as it was last night, to wake up to this is not bad.
Yeah.
At all.
And we survived! Oh my god, it's so cold.
So we're having warm noodles
Noodles
for breakfast. Great source of protein, fibre, and one of your 12 a day.
Mm.
And then we're going to pack up camp.
And figure out our lives.
And
oh, I got a coffee on my feet, on my toes.
You sat in the shade, you should have just done that in the sun.
Oh yeah.
will explain why this is happening in a minute.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna explain everything right now. Where do we start?
Long story short, I'll tell you the brief.
Go on then. You go for the brief story.
There was a town on the way here, San Cristobal. It's the last stop to get gas. Last town, pretty much, with anything. We stopped there. On the maps, it said there was an ATM because we had to pay 150 Bolivianos each to get into this national park. So that took up pretty much all the cash we had. We stopped off at the town. There was no ATM that accepted Visa. It was only a local ATM for nationals. So we came to this hostel. Bit of miscommunication. We asked the guy if he accepted Visa. We thought we did. He said yes. Fantastic. Then
The next morning.
there's the guys that rescued us. The next morning, we woke up and he didn't take Visa, and we only had 60 Bolivianos, and it was 150 per night. So crisis struck. We were looking for the nearest available place to get cash from an ATM. Turns out we had to go all the way back to Uyuni, which is 5 hours in the exact direction we came on the bike.
Which took us, in the end, 2 days.
2 days. So after a bit of Google Translate and some kind locals, we managed to hitch a ride from the National Park Rangers in the Jeep that's just gone past to the opposite side of the lake, which is where you enter the laguna. There we were met by a returning tour heading back to uni. Luckily, 2 people had jumped out because they were going to Chile.
Yeah.
So we jumped in. The lovely guy, what was his name? Ronan?
Yeah, Ronan.
Took us all the way to a uni where we managed to get cash.
It's been so tough. At this moment in time, we've not showered for how many days?
I don't want to say. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. I'm not going to say. He smells. I'm just going to say that.
Yourself. I wanted to brush my teeth this morning.
Yeah, we're managing to brush our teeth.
Deodorant.
Yeah. Oh, you put deodorant on, okay. Wow.
You're not sitting by me on this bike. Go away. Pretty incredible. It smells horrific, but it smells like egg. Rotten egg. It's cool, like all bubbly and stuff. Yeah, super duper. So it's the next stop, hot springs. We've learnt that the aduana for the visa for the bike at the border possibly closes at 5, so it's like just after 1 now. I don't know how it's going to go. Hopefully the roads clear up a little bit more and we can make some good time. now we're going to admire the beautiful views and all the cool stuff and see what we see along the way.
Made it to the hot springs.
Look at this is...
Look at this. So, this is the hot spring.
Pink flamingos.
And there's pink flamingos over there. And then there's a wild haired person.
The water's lovely and warm, but
It is.
but you can get out that chilly breeze which will fry you to pieces. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're not gonna get in. We have been cold for days now, and
I could just dunk my head in there.
I'd love to be in the hot water, don't get me wrong, but
Like I feel like we're... recording. Live! Scene one, take one, action! The black screen.
hey.
Hello. Hello. We'll be back in time for bank on
I hope so.
We will.
Should we do this? Let's go!
Bye.
We got here. It took us 2 days to get to this hostel.
We did a walk from beginning to... It's altitude.
I'm just gonna go again, just, you know, take two. So we... Oi!
Where Google Maps says and go that way. It's much easier. That's the way I go.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hola, buenos días.
So cool. Wait. Yep.
Goodbye. Au revoir.